Okay, so I came into Lowe's because my favorite store to get containers at Target isn't open till 8, and I only have the car for another few minutes. So I need to get a bale of peat moss, perlite, sand, and some compost. And I'm going to need a cart. But you want to make sure that you're not getting clear. If you get clear, it acts like a greenhouse and it'll cook your plants. It'll cook their roots. It needs to be dark. What I could do is show you guys how to do this just in a bucket. Okay, so that was 48. See if I can flip it so you guys can see. Alright, so it was 48.81, and I should be able to make quite a few boxes with this. And the other cool thing was they gave me this coupon. So that next time I come in and spend $50, I get $10 off, which I'll take that. I'm in here at Lowe's all the time. The only thing is I forgot to pick up my drill and my saw. So it's a good thing I have my hand tools at the house. I'm not sure how much of it I'll be able to get done today. But I've done it before with fewer tools, so I should be able to have at least one for you to see, even if it's just the cardboard box version. Hey guys, so before I show you how to do the self-watering container, I want to show you how to plant into cardboard boxes for real. The reason is sometimes, at least, well, it's pretty much all the time for me, I don't like to spend money on Rubbermaids just to punch holes in them. It drives me crazy. So instead, if I put everything into cardboard boxes, I can put the cardboard boxes out, I can water them. As they start to fall apart, I just pick them up and put them into a new cardboard box. As long as you have enough structural integrity at the bottom that you can lift it to put it in the new box. If you don't, you just get a pitchfork, lift it up, put it into the new box. It harms the roots less than it does if you're actually transplanting them. And I have been doing this for as long as I've been gardening. I've been doing this. Another option, I have made self-watering containers before, but I did it with frosting buckets from the local bakery. I can't get them here. I've asked everywhere I can find, and they don't like to hand them out very much. I like to have a box that has some depth to it, you know, at least 6 inches. And the reason is that I want the roots to get really nice and deep in the box before I plant it. And I love to do this with perennials because that cardboard layer on all sides gives them a huge advantage over the local weeds. It doesn't let the weeds get in with the perennial, and it allows you to mulch around it so that it can take over and become abundant rather than having to fight weeds, and it allows you to know where to water so that it stays just around the roots. So, favorite thing. You saw me just mix this. It is peat moss and some humates and perlite. I would like to put sand into this. My friend Michael, who is really a huge source of information for the mitt lighter garden method, he recommends that I put sand into it, and I did last spring when we used our aircrete garden. The garden bed itself was made out of aircrete. I did use sand in that because I had access to strong people to help me with the sand, but this time around I had to get it myself, and the sand was just too heavy. So on the next batch when I go in, I will get sand, but at this point I'm just trying to get something in the ground. Are both of you finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished before Kaya.
This one is a borage, and it's very sad. It's had some ups and downs, and it did not find them helpful. I do not know if it will make it or not. So I'm going to dig down, and really I treat, oh, that's why. Okay, so these peat cups are nice and everything, but the plants have a hard time getting their roots outside of them. So I'm going to dig this down, put it in, and then I'm actually going to build this up a bit to give it some physical strength. And I don't know if this one is really going to come back. This one's had a rough go. The other one here is I think a celery and a comfrey mix. This is a Russian bocking.
Russian green beans.
In the tray.
No, our other ones are big ones.
What do you mean?
The big ones that were in the bucket.
Oh, they're still in the bucket. We're not taking those out.
I can see that one's roots from the bottom.
Can you get this ant for me? Honey, it's not in trouble. I just need you to get off me. All right. And I plant these pretty thickly, especially with my perennials.
Can Kaya use this box?
Nope.
Then
Go finish and read, and I will tell you when it is your turn.
Okay.
And it's going to be sad for a couple days because it will have a little bit of transplant shock. Hence why I like to do the cardboard, is because you don't get any transplant shock because you're not actually disturbing the roots. You're just putting it in a new box. And this one smells really good. This one is sage.
Are you overplanting it?
Outside, and then I'm going to have you water them for me. Okay?
Mom, I want to do that right now because they might clip them.
All right, so you water those just the same as you'd water anything else. Don't overwater it. The water will just run out the bottom. So water at the roots, don't water the leaves. And our last frost date is today, April 15th, which means that we can really just put anything out at this point, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll probably start some more seedlings. Hope you enjoy that. Our seeds that we are affiliated with are MI Gardener and also Mary's Heirloom Seeds, so go check those out. And I will put links in the description through Amazon affiliates also for some of the gardening supplies that I use. And thanks for watching. And we'll try and get a little montage of us putting them out and getting them watered later. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, so I have moved all my cool weather plants here underneath the swing set. My kids don't play in this area. So I dug away all the mulch so that they're in contact with bare soil. I dumped 3 buckets of really, really strong rabbit manure tea on the dirt, put the boxes in, pushed the mulch up back around them. I have a frost cloth on the back ready to be put on at any minute. And this is not like my kids can still swing. This won't be in their way. And I think it'll be a fun place to harvest strawberries and peas from anyway. So I'm going to put up a little gate right here too, so that if they fall off the swing, they're not falling in here. And I've done this in 3 other places with perennials, and we'll see how it goes, because the regular part of the garden is just too hot, and it's starting to be time to plant my regular annuals, and so the perennials need to go where they're going to go permanently, and it is just too warm over there. So I love these cardboard boxes because I can move my garden as the needs of my plants become evident without having to transplant them and have transplant shock and stuff like that. It allows me to move them and still biodegrade and keep the moisture in, and we'll see how this works.